Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Chapter 12, Jaiva Dharma.
Vrindavan. It has a circumference of 32 square miles, and it's shaped like a 8-petaled lotus flower. The center of the lotus is Sri Antadvip, the core of which Sri Mayapur. To the north of Sri Mayapur is Sri Shimantadvip, where temple Sri Shimanti Devi is situated. To the north of this temple is a village of Bilva Pushkarini, and to the south lies Brahmana Pushkarini. That area, which is located in the northern section of Sri Navadvip, is commonly referred to as Shimulya. At the time of Sri Mahaprabhu, Shimulya was the residence of many learned pandits. The father of Sachi Devi, Sri Nilambara Chakrabarti Mahashaya, had also lived in this village. Now, not far where Nilambara Chakrabarti's house still stood, lived a Vedic Brahmana named Brajanatha Bhattacharya. Brajanatha has been brilliant from his childhood. He had studied in Sanskrit school in Bilva Pushkarini. He had become such a superior scholar in the science of logic, Nyaya, Shastra, that his ingenious and innovative arguments embarrassed and intimidated all the renowned scholars of Bilva Pushkarini, Brahmana Pushkarini, Mayapur, Godurma, Madhyadvip, Amaragata, Samudragaha, Kuriya, Purvastari, and other places. Whenever there was a gathering of panditas, Brajanatha Nyaya Panchanaya would set the assembly ablaze with barrage of unprecedented
I got someone want?
Give to her. Give to Nandini. Chama Priya.
Among these panditas was a cruel-hearted logician named Nayayika Chudamani.
I get it.
Who was deeply mortified by the wounds he had received from the sharp blows of Brajanatha's logic. This logician resolved to kill Nyaya Panchanaya using the occult knowledge described in the Tantra Shastra. by which one can invoke another's death through mystical incantations. To this end, he moved into the cremation ground in Rudradvip, began to utter death mantra day and night. It was Amavasya, the night of new moon, and dense darkness pervaded all four directions. At midnight, Nayika Chudamani sat in the middle of the cremation ground and called out to his worshipable deity, "O Mother, you are the only worshipable deity in this Kali Yuga. I have heard that you become pleased simply by recitation of a few mantras, and that you easily bestow benediction upon your worshippers. O goddess with a terrifying face, this servant of yours has undergone tremendous hardship in reciting your mantra for many days. Please be merciful upon me just once. O Mother, although I am plagued with many faults, you are still my mother. Please excuse all my faults and appear before me today." In this way, repeatedly calling out with his cry of distress, Nyaya Chudamani offered oblation in the fire while uttering a mantra in the name of Brajanath Nyaya Panchanaya. How astonishing was the power of that mantra! The sky immediately became overcast with a mass of dense, dark clouds. A fierce wind began to blow, and deafening peals of thunder roared. Hideous ghosts and evil spirits could be seen in intermittent flashes of lightning. With the help of the sacrificial wine, Chudamani summoned all his energy and called out, "O Mother, please do not delay another moment." Just then, an oracle from heavenly replied, "Do not worry, Brajanath. Nyaya Panchanaya will not discuss Nyaya Shastra for long. Within a few days, he will give up debating, remain silent. He will no longer be your rival. Be peaceful and return home." When the Pandit heard this oracle, he became satisfied. He repeatedly offered pranam to Mahadev, the chief of the Devas and author of the Tantra, and then returned to his own home. Brajanatha Nyaya Panchanayana had become Digvijay Pandit, one who has conquered the four directions through scholarship. At the age of 21, day and night he studied the book of famous logician Sri Gange Shopadhyaya, who had initiated a new system logic known Nyaya Nava Nyaya. Brajanath had found many faults in Raghunatha, Kanai Bhatta, Shiromanis, deity, which was celebrated commentary on Gangesho Padanya, Tattva Chintamani. He had begun to write in his commentary. Although he never thought of material enjoyment, the word Paramartha, spiritual reality, never so much as entered his ears. His single focus in life was to initiate logical debate using a concept and terminology of Nyaya, such as Abhacheda, a property of object by which it is distinguished from everything else. Vyavacheda, exclusion of one object from another. Gata, clay pot, and patta, piece of cloth. While sleeping, dreaming, eating, or moving about, his heart was filled with thoughts about the nature of object, nature of time, and the peculiarities of aqueous and terrestrial properties. One evening, Brajanath was sitting on the bank of Ganga, contemplate 16 categories propounded by Gautama in his system of logic. When new student of Nyaya Shastra approached him, Nyaya Panchanana Mahashaya, said the student, "Have you heard Nimai Pandit's logical refutation of the atomic theory of creation?" Nyaya Panchanana roared like lion. "Who is Nimai Pandit? Are you speaking about the son of Jagannatha Mishra? Tell me about his logical argument." The student said, "A great person named Nimai Pandita lived in Navadvip just short time ago. He composed many innovative logical arguments related to Nyaya Shastra, thus embarrasses Kanai Bhatta Shiromani. During his time, there was no scholar equal to him in mastering the Nyaya Shastra." Yet, even though he was so adept in the Nyaya Shastra, he considered it quite insignificant. Indeed, he regarded not only the Nyaya Shastra, but entire material world as trifling. He therefore adopted the life of wandering mendicant in the renounced order, and he traveled from place to place, propagating, chanting Harinam, present-day Vaishnava. Present-day Vaishnava accepted him as Purna Brahmana, Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then worship him with Shri Gaura Hari Mantra. Nyaya Panchanana Mahashaya, you must look into his dialectical argument at least once. After hearing such praise of Nimai Pandit's logical reasoning, Brajanatha Nyaya Panchanana became quite curious to hear his argument. With difficulty, he was able to collect a few of those arguments from various sources. Human nature is such that when one develops faith in particular subject, he will naturally feel regards for treachery of that subject. Moreover, for various reasons, common people do not easily develop faith in exalted personalities who are still living, whereas they tend to develop great faith in the activity of Mahajana who have passed away. Nyaya Panchanana developed unshakable faith in Nimai Pandit by studying his logical thesis. Brajanath would say, "Oh Nimai Pandit, if I had been born during your time, there is no telling how much I could have learned from you. Oh Nimai Pandit, kindly enter my heart just once. You are truly Purna Brahma, for otherwise how could such extraordinary logical arguments have come from your mind? You are undoubtedly Gora Hari, for you have destroyed the darkness of ignorance by creating such remarkable arguments. The darkness of ignorance is black, but you have removed it by becoming Gora, fair complexion. You are Hari, because you can steal the mind, the entire world. You have stolen away my heart with ingenuity, your logic." Repeatedly speaking in this way, Brajanatha became somewhat frantic. He called out loudly, "Oh Nimai Pandit, oh Gora Hari, please be merciful to me. When will I be able to create logical arguments like yours? If you are merciful unto me, there is no telling how great scholar of Nyaya Shastra I may become." Brajanatha thought to himself, "It seems to me that those who worship Gora Hari must also attract Nimai Pandita scholarship in Nyaya, just as I am. I should go to them and see whether they have any books that he has composed on Nyaya." Thinking like this, Brajanatha developed a desire to associate with devotee of Gauranga by constantly uttering the pure name of Bhagavan, such as Nimai Pandit and Gora Hari, and desiring to associate with the devotee of Gora. Brajanatha earned tremendous security. So he chanted the name of Nimai Pandit, Gora Hari. He got so much security for bhakti. One day, while Brajanatha was taking a meal with his paternal grandmother, he asked, "Grandmother, did you ever see Gora Hari?" Upon hearing the name of Sri Gauranga, Brajanatha's grandmother nostalgically remembered her childhood and said, "Aha! What an enchanting form he had! Alas, would I ever behold his beautiful sweet form again. Can anyone who has seen that captivating form ever engage his mind in domestic affairs again? When he performed Harinam Kirtan, absorbed in ecstatic trance, the birds, beasts, trees, and creepers of Navadvip would completely lose consciousness of the external world due to intoxication prema. Even now, when I contemplate these thoughts in incessant flow of tear streams uncontrollably from my eyes, soaked my breast. Brajanath inquired further, do you recall any pastimes that he performed? Grandmother replied, I certainly do, my son. When Sri Gauranga would visit the house, his maternal uncle with Mother Shachi, the elderly ladies of our house fed him saka, spinach, and rice. He would place the shaka very highly and eat it with great prema. At that precise moment, Brajanatha's own mother placed some shaka on his plate. Seeing it, appreciating serendipity of the moment, Brajanatha became overjoyed. This is the beloved shaka of the logician Nimai Pandit, he said, and ate it with utmost reverence. Although Brajanatha was completely lacking in transcendental knowledge of absolute reality, he became extremely attracted to Nimai Pandita's brilliant scholarship. Indeed, the intensity of his attraction could not estimate. Even the name of Nimai was delight to his ear. When mendicant came to beg alms, uttering Jaya Shachinandana, he received them warmly and fed them. He would sometimes go to Mayapur, where he would hear the Babajis chanting the name of Gauranga. He would ask them many questions about Gauranga's triumphant activity in the field of scholarship and learning. After a few months of this activity, Brajanatha was no longer his former self. Previously, Nimai names had pleased him only in connection with his scholarship in Nyaya. But now, Nimai pleased him in all respects. Brajanatha lost all interest in studying and teaching Nyaya. No longer had any taste for dry argument and debate. Nimai, the logician, no longer had any standing in the kingdom in his heart. For Nimai, the devotee had usurped all authority. Brajanatha's heart would begin to dance when he heard the sound of Mridanga and Karatara He would offer pranam within his mind whenever he saw pure devotees. He displayed great devotion toward Sri Navadvip, respecting it as the birthplace of Sri Gauranga Deva. When rival Pandita saw that Nyaya Panchanana had become soft-hearted, they were very pleased at his condition. Now they could openly step out of their house without fear. Nayayika Pandit thought that his worshipable deity had rendered Brajanath inactive, and there was no longer any need to be afraid. One day, while Brajanath was sitting in a secluded place on the bank of Bhagirathi, he thought to himself, if such a profound scholar of Nyaya Shastra as Nimai could renounce logic and adopt the path of bhakti, what faults would there be if I should do the same? While I was obsessed with Nyaya, I could not apply myself to cultivation of bhakti, nor could I bear to hear the name of Nimai. In those days, I was so immersed in the Nyaya Shastra that I could not even find time to eat, drink, or sleep. Now I see things in quite opposite way. I no longer contemplate the topics of Nyaya Shastra. Instead, I always remember the name of Gauranga. Still, even though the ecstatic devotional dancing of Vaishnava captivate my mind, I am son of Vedic Brahmana. I was born in a prestigious family. I am highly respected in society. Although I truly believe that the behavior and conduct of the Vaishnava is excellent, it is inappropriate for me to adopt their way outwardly. There are many Vaishnava in Sri Mayapur at Kora Banga Danga, where Chandkaji broke the Mridanga to stop the Sankirtan. Vairagya Danga, the place Vaishnava aestheticism. I feel happy and purified at heart when I see the radiance of their faces. But amongst all those devotees, it is Sri Raghunatha Das Babaji Mahashaya who completely captivates my mind. When I see him, my heart fills with Shraddha. I would like to be by his side continuously and learn the Bhakti Shastra from him. It is said the Vedas, Brihat Aranyaka Upanishad. One should see, hear about, think of, meditate on the Supreme Absolute Truth. In this mantra, the word mantravya means to be thought of, to be considered or examined, to be admitted or assumed, to be approved or sanctioned, or to be called into question. Although this word suggests that one should acquire Brahma Jnana by studying the Nyaya Shastra. The word Shrottavya, to be heard or learned from a teacher, implies the necessity for something greater. So far, I have spent much my time in useless arguments and debates. It will therefore be most beneficial for me to go after sunset, take darshan of Sri Raghunatha Das Babaji Mahashaya. Brajanatha set out for Sri Mayapur at close of the day. The sun was rapidly vanishing below the western horizon, but its crimson rays were still dancing amidst in tree tops. Gentle breeze blew from the south and birds flew various directions, returning to their nest. First few stars were gradually appearing in the sky. As Brajanath arrived in Shriva Sangam, the courtyard of Shrivas Thakur's house, the Vaishnava began Sandhya Arati in worship of Bhagavan, chanting and singing with sweet voices. Brajanatha took his seat on a platform beneath a bakura tree. His heart melted as he heard the Arati Kirtan of Gora Hari. And when it ended, Vaishnava joined him on the platform. At that time, the elderly Raghunatha Das Babaji Mahashaya came and took a seat on the platform, chanting Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Rupa Sanatana, Jaya Dasa Goswami. As he did so, everyone rose and offered him Dandavat Pranam. Brajanath also felt compelled to do the same. When the aged Babaji Mahashaya saw the extraordinary beauty of Brajanath's face, he embraced him and requested him to sit by his side. "Who are you, my son?" asked Babaji. Brajanatha replied, "Oh, I'm one who thirsting for the truth, and I'm belonging to receive some instruction from you." A Vaishnava seated nearby recognized Brajanath and said, "His name is Brajanatha Nyaya Pancha Nana. There is no scholar of Nyaya equal to him in all of Navadvip. But now he has developed some faith in Sachinandana." Hearing Brajanath's vast erudition, the elderly Babaji said courteously, "My dear son, you are a great scholar. I am foolish and wretched soul. You are resident of the holy Dharma of our Sachinandana, and we are therefore object of your mercy. How can we instruct you? Kindly share with us some of purifying narration of your Gauranga and pacify our burning hearts." Amazing, right? Gurudev said to the candidate. As Babaji Maharaj and Brajanatha conversed in this way, the other Vaishnava gradually arose and dispersed to resume their respective services. Brajanatha said, "Oh Babaji Mahashaya, I was born in a Brahmana family, and as a result, I am very proud of my learning. Because of my egoism of high birth and knowledge, I think this earth is within the grip of my hand. I have no idea how to honor sadhu and great person. I cannot say by what good fortune I have awakened faith in your character and behavior. I wish to ask you a few questions. Please answer them, understanding that I have not come to you with any ulterior motive." Brajanatha then asked Babaji Mahashaya fervently, "Kindly instruct me what is Jiva's ultimate goal of life, Satya, and what's the mean?
Underlined it.
Yes.
From here the things start. Before was only story.
Yes.
What they are talking.
So what the Jiva ultimate goal of life, Satya, and what the mean, sadhana, to attain the goal?
Underline all.
Yes.
Sadhana also.
Yes.
You underline all.
Yes.
Sadhana and sadhana.
Yes, of course, Gurudev. While I was studying the Nyaya Shastra, I concluded that Jiva is eternally separate from Ishvara, and that the mercy of Ishvara is the only cause of the Jiva obtain mukti. I have understood that the particular method by which the mercy of Ishvara may be obtained is called sadhana. The result that is achieved through sadhana is known as satya. I have probed Nyaya Shastra many times with the inquiry as to what are the sadhya, sadhana, goal, and how to attain the goal. However, the Nyaya Shastra remain completely silent on this matter. It has not supplied me with the answer. Tell me your conclusion regarding sadhya and sadhana. Sri Raghunatha Das was a disciple of Raghunatha Das Goswami. And he was not only an erudite scholar, but also self-realized saint. He had lived for a long time at Radhakunda, under the shelter of Sri Dasa Goswami's lotus feet, means Raghunath Das Goswami's lotus feet. Every afternoon, he had heard from him the pastime of Sri Chaitanya Deva. Raghunatha Das Babaji would regularly discuss philosophical truths with Krishna Das Kaviraji Mahashaya, means Krishna Das Kaviraji Goswami. And whenever some doubt arose, they resolved it by inquiring from Sri Dasa Goswami.
तुम कहाँ तक पहुँचे?
After both Raghunath Das Goswami and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami left his world, Shri Raghunatha Das Babaji came to Shri Mayapur, became the principal Pandita Babaji in Shri Gaudamanga.
तो आज
He and Premadas Paramahansa Babaji Mahashaya of Shri Godurma often discuss topic of Shri Hari observed in Prema. Babaji Nyaya Panchanana Mahashaya. Anyone who studies the Nyaya Shastra and then inquired about Satya Sadhana is certainly blessed in this world. Because the chief aim of the Nyaya Shastra is to compile axiomatic truth through logical analysis. It is a waste of time to study Nyaya Shastra. Just learn how to engage in dry arguments and debates. If one does so, his study of logic has produced an illogical result. If we study, then result is illogical result. His labor is futile. And he has spent his life in vain. Sadhya means the truth, tattva, that is attained by undertaking specific practice. The practice is called sadhana, and it is the means that one adopts to obtain that sadhya goal. Those who are bounded by Maya view different objects as the ultimate goal of life, according to their individual tendency and qualification. In reality, however, there is only one supreme goal. There are three goals that one may try to attain, and different individuals will choose one or the other according to their tendency and adhikara, eligibility, qualification. These three goals is mukti, material enjoyment, bhukti, material enjoyment, and mukti, liberation, and bhakti, devotional service. Okay. First one is bhukti. Second is mukti, liberation. No?
Just a second.
Just a second. Okay.
That's good.
I would like to take note of the name of this person we read the story about. The one who light
Lighter. Oh,
I would like to write down the name of this.
this who?
The one who was,
Asking question?
yeah, the one who was, passionate in logic and then he got.
Okay.
What's the name is?
This Burajanata. 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 Burajanata, he was very erudite scholar in
I
Nyaya.
understood the whole story.
Burajanata asking question, one Babaji who is disciple of Raghunatha Das Goswami, means very close associate with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami. Okay. So, those who are ensnared in worldly activities, illusioned by worldly activities, and who are distracted by desire for material pleasure, take bhakti as their goal. The Shastra are compared to a cow, Kamadenu, that fulfill all desire, for a human being can obtain whatever object he desire from them. The Shastra dealing with karma kanda have explained that material enjoyment is sadhya, goals for those who are eligible to engage in fruitive action. These Shastras delineate all variety of material pleasure that one could possibly strive to attain in this world. The Jiva who have accepted material bodies are particularly fond of sense enjoyment. And the material world is an abode to facilitate this. The pleasure one enjoys through sense from birth until death is known enjoyment. Pertain to the next life. For example,
Good. You want to lie down 10 minutes?
Huh?
You want to lie down 10 minutes?
Huh? What?
You want to lie down 10 minutes?
No. What? Yes.
For example, the pleasure of celestial sphere, including residing Swarga, the higher planet, like heavenly planet, or Indra Loka, the planet of Indra, king of heaven, and witnessing the dancing celestial society gods known as Apsaras, drinking the nectar of immortality, smelling the fragrant flower, and seeing the beauty of Nandana Kanana garden, seeing the wonder of Indrapuri, hearing the melodious song of the Gandharvas, and associating with celestial damsel known Vidyadharis. Above Indra Loka, in the succession as a planet of Maharuloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, and finally Brahma Loka, the highest planet in the material universe. The Shastra give fewer description of Maharuloka, Janaloka than of the celestial pleasure in Indraloka. Fewer description still of Tapaloka and Brahmaloka. In contrast, the sensual pleasure of this earth planet, Bhululoka, is extremely gross. The rule is that higher planetary system, the more subtle are the sense and their object. This is only difference between these realms. Otherwise, The happiness available on all these planets is merely the pleasure of senses. There is no happiness other than this. Spiritual happiness, Chit Sukha, is absent on all these planets. For happiness found in such places is related to the subtle body, which consists of mind, intelligence, ego, is merely semblance of pure consciousness. The enjoyment of this type of pleasure is called bhakti. The sadhana for the jiva trapped in the cycle of karma consists of the activity they adopt to fulfill their aspiration for bhakti. It is said in the Yajur Vedas, those who desire to attain heavenly planets should perform Ashwamedha Yagya. The Shastra describe many different types of sadhana to obtain bhakti, such as a particular type of fire sacrifice called Agni Shtotma, oblation offered to a certain class of devatas, digging well, building temple, performing similar beneficial works for others, and ceremony performed on that day of a new full moon. Bhakti is the object of attainment, sadhya, for those who aspire for material enjoyment. Some of those who are oppressed by the misery of material existence consider the 14 planetary system, which are abode of all material enjoyment, worthless. These people therefore desire to become free from cycle of karma. They consider the mukti is only sadhya. The bhakti is simply bondage. Such people say, those whose inclination for material enjoyment has not yet waned, many realize their goal of bhakti by following karma kanda. However, Bhagavad Gita 9:21 states, whenever their pious credits have been exhausted, they again enter the mortal planet. This shloka established clearly, indisputable, that bhakti is perishable and not eternal. Whatever is subject to decay is material, not spiritual. One should undertake sadhana only to obtain an eternal objective. Mukti is eternal, so it must certainly be the sadhya for the jiva. Mukti can be obtained by 4 types of sadhana. These were discriminating between eternal and temporary objects, denouncing enjoyment.
Radhe Radhe Go.